Hey, what is going on, everybody? My name is Zach, and welcome back to a brand new Red Dead Online video. In today's video, I'm going to be giving you guys an updated best controller settings video here today. We have someone from a gang hideout coming over here. He's running from the gang hideout. We're just going to get him. Dudes, today, best controller settings video. Okay, I did one at the release of Red Dead Redemption 2, and I feel like we need to talk about it with the update because we've had completely new mechanics changes. I mean, you guys know the reloading's faster on weapons. The fire rate's faster. Like, on every weapon, it's been buffed. Of course, the movement speed. You guys cannot forget about this. Look at you. This is how it was normally, and, I mean, you could go a little bit faster, but, like, this is how it is now. You were just zipping around, especially while you're crouched. It's looking pretty funny. So it requires a new video talking about the best settings, the best console settings, and best controller settings here in Red Dead Online. Drop a like if you guys do go on to enjoy. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new, and check out the link down in the description below to check me out on twitch.tv/hazardoushdtv. I am live every single day. So let's jump into the settings right here. We are going to go into the controls, and I'm going to talk about each and every one of those things. I don't use inverted look. I feel like, I mean, maybe if you're super used to that, you can. I don't think it's a good idea. Even if you, I mean, if you are used to it, then of course do what's comfortable for you, but I just typically don't. I haven't played like that since I've been very little on the PS2, and I thought that was the way to play, but it's definitely not. Vibration. When you're looking for treasure maps and collectibles and things like this is when you want to leave vibration on. I would recommend you turn it off, but I know with this game especially, you probably just want to leave it on all the time. So I do leave it on. I used to kind of turn it on and off depending on if I was looking for treasure, but now with the update where there's collectibles everywhere that you need to know where to go, you know, you feel your controller vibrate, you hear the sounds and everything, and you see your metal detector go off. You want to have the controller vibration on so you can locate those things. But just remember, when you have controller vibration on, when you need that like pinpoint aiming, vibration is going to mess up your aim sometimes, especially if you're a free aim player. So you want to keep that in mind. But I do keep vibration on. Light bar effect, you don't need to worry about it. Now, this is where we're going to get into the big stuff here. Targeting and weapons. The lock-on mode on foot, I keep on wide. And the reason I keep this on wide is because I have the biggest range that I could potentially lock onto a target. Like the description says, change the targeting modes for when you are aiming while on foot. Normal, narrow, and wide will always try to lock on to the best enemy, and free aim has no lock on. Now, just a tip, or just something to let you guys know on, free aim, it doesn't have lock on, but it does have aim assist. And what I mean by that is, I mean, you guys know, lock on would be something, the case of, okay, I'm aiming, and then it just flicks me over, and you can see I'm just snapping on to this bighorn ram right here. I'm happy it was right here so I could show an example. Aim assist would be if I'm just aiming, right? My reticle slows down when I'm over that. So see how I'm moving the reticle right here? I'm aiming, and then it slows down over the target, and then it goes again. That's aim assist. And in free aim, there is that in the game. So you want to keep that in mind. But I do keep this on wide because I find myself being able to lock onto the most amount of targets possible. Sometimes it really messes up and you can't get that pinpoint accurate shot. If there's two enemies there, one enemy shooting at you, one enemy doesn't know you're there. And so you're going to want to lock onto the guy who's shooting at you, right? So you can not worry about the other guy, kill him after. That's where wide aim settings gets a little bit funky because the game has trouble distinguishing the target that you actually want to snap to. And in that case, normal or narrow aim settings may be better, but I find that wide aim settings helps me more than it hurts me. That would be the case that it hurts me, but most of the time it does end up helping me. Now, I do apologize. I just moved myself over because I realized on my OBS I was blocking some of the settings here. So that's lock on foot. Now we have aim assist. Again, full aim assist. You want to make sure, change the aim assist strength for when you are aiming while on foot. The higher the aim assist strength, the less accurate your shots will need to be to hit the targeted enemy, and it will be easier to keep your aim over the target. So you want to keep this on max so you can have the most amount of aim assist possible. Same thing for lock on a mount or vehicle. I use wide aim settings. I used to rock normal, and I feel like depending on the type of player you are, if you are a more accurate player, then you could use normal or even narrow. Narrow is probably the best, but you need to make sure you're kind of facing that direction. But I just use wide because it's a general thing. I'm talking to my Twitch chat and everything, and I can just kind of aim and shoot things as I please. So lock on foot, and vehicles are wide. And again, aim settings on your mount, again, will be maxed aim assist. You want to make sure of that. Automatic pin switching. This is for the Lamat revolver. People say to turn it on so you can automatically shoot your 9 bullets and then switch that shotgun shell and shoot it. I've actually honestly never even bothered with that. It's probably, it's worth it for sure, but I just want to manually do it sometimes. I have it off. Again, you know, for you, maybe you want to have it on. So let's get into the really nitty gritty here with the third person controls. This is probably the biggest thing right here. Standard FPS as opposed to just standard controls. Standard third person controls mean essentially when you want to start sprinting, you need to tap the X button on PlayStation or tap the A button on your Xbox One controller. And this is how every other Rockstar game has been in the past, but I do not recommend this for Red Dead Online because Rockstar has finally given players the option to mess around with this stuff. When I'm tapping X, my thumb is used, right? I cannot look around. I can look around, but I'd have to stop tapping X, and it's a little hard to kind of do that. So if I'm getting shot at here, I need to worry about all those enemies shooting at me, and you know how to aim and stuff. And how can I do that when I'm tapping the X button? Well, with the standard FPS2 controls, or the standard FPS controls I should say, it changes it to your analog stick. So now it's just like Call of Duty or Battlefield or Halo or anything. You click the left analog stick in to aim, and that way your right thumb can be free to move around to actually, or sorry, you click the left analog stick in to sprint, and you can use your right analog stick to move around and look around and aim at things. So you can use both of your thumbs, and that's one of the biggest advantages here. With the horse control, I use horse relative because basically this game will look in the direction that my horse is focusing in. But just back to the standard FPS controls. When you do that, you need to tap in the controller once and you can start to jog, and then you tap in it again to start to sprint. But there is like a little extra step that you need to worry about here with this, and that is the button tapping, which we will get into as well. If you're going to be using standard FPS controls, you want to go down here and you want to make sure your tap assist, or sorry, your running mode on foot only, it's toggle to run. Basically, you toggle that sprinting, you toggle that jogging. Normally, it would be on hold, but you're going to want to switch it to toggle. Tap assist, this is for when you're getting in fist fights and things like that. And so you can kind of, it used to be if you wanted to get out of a fist fight or a grapple easily, you'd hold it, you just drain a little bit of your stamina, but then you'd punch the enemy back and you'd be able to get out of that grapple. I still leave it on hold, although it's probably worth it to just use no tap assist or 2, 3, or 4 times. Holding seems like it just gets you killed more often than not. Of course, do not add a tap to hold delay. Do not worry about that at all. I'm kind of jumping around here, so I want to get back to speed and you know, keep myself in one place. Aim sensitivity and look sensitivity, I have it on max. I think this game has really low aim and look sensitivity anyway, so you want to have the settings maxed. Aim sensitivity isn't too bad. This is max aim sensitivity, what it looks like when I'm spinning around. Or sorry, look sensitivity, but aim sensitivity, look at this. Look how slow this is. This is on maximum, by the way, homies. I know it's a third-person game, but it should be faster than this. And this is also a quick tip while you're looking around. Say if someone's shooting you from behind, one tip is to dive and keep diving and kind of turn around while you're diving, and that way you can maybe lock onto the person and you'll be good to go. The other tip, which I think is more helpful, is do not, I mean, you could kind of be running, turn around, and aiming. That's an idea. What I would not recommend ever that you do is aim and then look around, because look at all that time. Look how long that was. That was a good 2 seconds right there. Aim. Boom. I would have been dead by now. There would have been no chance, even on enemies or NPCs. These guys may shoot me. I hope they don't shoot at me. The other thing to worry about, and that I would recommend you do, is if you're getting shot from behind, don't even do that. Just look behind like this by clicking in the right analog stick and then aiming. So I'll show you it in practice. Look behind you, boom, snap, aim. It's super fast. So in practice, you'll see it's very quick, boom, and then you can get that headshot on the enemy. So those are the things that you want to worry about with the third-person controls. Now, moving on as well, we could talk about some things. Aim and look acceleration. This is basically means if you try and aim or look around, you won't be looking around as fast as you possibly could right away. Your reticle is going to accelerate faster, and so you want to have this maxed out so you can start looking, and basically your sensitivity will be on max right away when you start aiming. Do not have it like speed up a little bit, because that's just going to slow you down more. The game is going to feel clunky. The same thing with the dead zone. You want to push this all the way down. You do not want any dead zone at all. And what dead zone is basically it's a zone of non-movement on your thumbstick, or just, it basically, the game says, you know what, the more you push the thumbstick in a certain direction, the game isn't going to register it. So having no dead zone is really good, because all I need to do is I just move the thumbstick and I look. With max dead zone, I need to probably push this thumbstick all the way to the side to get it to finally start to move, and for the game to say, oh, he's trying to move around or look around or whatever. So you want to have that as low as possible, and I hope I'm making that clear to you guys. And it's kind of the same thing with the first person. This is really a third person video. This is the way the game is supposed to be played, but it's the same thing, and the same thing goes with first person. Standard FPS controls, max look sensitivity, max aim sensitivity, max aim and look acceleration, as well as 0 aim or look dead zone. As low as it can go, there is still a slight bit of dead zone compared to other games. That's just how Rockstar has it. But these are the best controls and the best console settings for both Xbox One and PlayStation 4, guys. I hope this video can help you out. Try it out. Let me know what you guys think of these settings down in the comments section below. Drop a like if you guys enjoyed today's video. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. Thank you guys so much for all the support on these videos as well. I greatly appreciate it. I'm going to be coming out with a lot more content here in the future. Like I said, I'm live every single day on twitch.tv/HazardousHDTV. And if you guys want to follow the rest of my social media, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, whatever, you can follow me at HazardousHDTV over on there as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next Red Dead Online video. Adios, amigos.